So we all know that learning is a process that can take place over quite a long period of time. And we also know that most people have their own unique style of learning. For everybody, it's slightly different in terms of what works and how they like to learn. Well, we can categorise people into different learning styles on a number of different bases. But one of the, I think, obvious ways that people differ is whether they like to read or whether they like to listen or whether they like to look at things. And so when it comes to learning resources, I think it's always worth experimenting with audio programmes and also with reading books, and then perhaps doing something more interactive such as videos and all the kind of online learning that you can get now. So one of the things that I'd encourage you to do is to experiment with all of those and figure out which ones are most effective for you. Also, maybe challenge yourself a little bit from time to time and do something that's out of the ordinary. Because sometimes you'll find that if you properly engage with some learning in a medium that is unfamiliar to you, you can get some very different results than you might expect, usually for the better. So there are two reasons why I think it's important to have additional resources to back up your trainings, because you may do most of your learning in groups, but it's also useful to have other things to help. And one of the reasons is that the research shows that if somebody attends a training programme, then within 24 hours of that programme, unless they go back and review the material, they'll probably forget about half of what they took in during the programme. So that's a lot, isn't it? To have lost half of what you learn within 24 hours. But the review process means that you can bring that learning alive again, you can refresh it in your mind, and more of it will stick. And the research has shown that reviewing information after a day, a week, and then after a month is the best way to keep what you've learned alive in your mind and maximise the chance that you will actually use it and get the benefits of having acquired some new ideas, some new skills, or some new knowledge. So additional resources are helpful there because some people like to just go back and look at their course notes again, but for other people it's good to have a variety of different sources and different ways of reviewing the same information. So I'd encourage you to experiment and find out what works best for you.